My Sweet Mobster is a cute, funny, and lighthearted drama, with a sprinkle of thriller to keep viewers on their toes. We could see the beginning of something new between Ji-Hwan and Eun-Ha in the recently concluded episode 6. What with Ji-Hwan trying to get his shoulders broader after Eun-Ha's compliment. His cuteness needs to be studied. They aren't the only ones with a little something going on. Il-young and Miho had a steamy night in the last episode. At the moment, they are at an awkward stage, where they don't know how their relationship will progress after their one-night stand. What's more, from the preview for the next episode, Tae will finally be found by Young-hee of Cat Company. This is bound to cause a heat-up between Ji-Hwan and Young-hee, as Ji-Hwan goes to rescue Tae alone. From all indications, Hyun-woo has every reason to be cautious of Ji-Hwan. After what he witnessed 10 years ago, he believes Ji-Hwan is corrupt and can never change. However, I think this is a huge misunderstanding. This could cloud his judgment, as he puts all his efforts into trapping Ji-Hwan, while Young-hee should be a person of interest, as he gets hold of the infamous Tae. Hyun-woo currently doesn't know his past connection with Eun-Ha. He got smitten by her after he ran into her while on a blind date, who dumped him. Her kindness drew him in, and he became a devoted fan. He's already confessed his feelings for her, but masked it under the guise of how the kids address her. However, I suspect Eun-Ha already knows he's the childhood friend she's been searching for. This is why she asked him about the time capsule they buried together as kids. In the preview, she can be seen with a note she gave him as a child. I wonder why she's hesitant to tell him about their shared past. Who else laughed when she imagined Ji-Hwan in the car with them? I believe it's her subconscious calling her out, as she was in a compromising position with Hyun-woo. Even the universe seemed to be against them, as all of Hyun-woo's hotspots were unavailable on their date. Meanwhile, just as Hyun-woo is interested in Eun-Ha, Yi-na is interested in Ji-Hwan. She feels indebted to Ji-Hwan after he saved her from her father's creditors. However, looks like she has a huge crush on him, because of the clause in her contract. As we know, Ji-Hwan is uninterested, and witnessed her rotten attitude toward Eun-Ha when she cleaned her house. After she reacted to their sausage, Ji-Hwan asked Hong-ki to terminate their contract with her. This is not going to sit well with Yi-na. She can be seen trying to eat the sausage, which she's allergic to, in the preview, while Ji-Hwan tries to stop her. This could be her way of trying to manipulate him into keeping the contract. Meanwhile, just as he said, Man-ho pulled an incredibly stupid prank at the end of the recently concluded episode, by locking Eun-Ha and Ji-Hwan in a factory freezer of all places. Il-young and Ji-Hwan seem to be the only reasonable people in the company. Ji-Hwan telling Eun-Ha to think of him as a penguin trying to keep her warm, is cute. In the preview, he can be seen carrying her out of the freezer as everyone stares. Poor Ji-Hwan is agitated as he thinks Eun-Ha cannot recognize him. Who would have thought that such a warm-hearted man has been single all his 36 years on Earth? This is bound to flabbergast Eun-Ha, who is beginning to develop feelings for him. A remorseful Man-ho tries to hug Eun-Ha, but Ji-Hwan warns him to stay off. I still don't know Jae-soo's qualms with Eun-Ha. However, I can't see malice in him toward her, they are just like Tom and Jerry. I wonder who Hyun-woo planted as a spy close to Ji-Hwan. When Ji-Hwan asked Eun-Ha why she didn't let Hyun-woo drop her off at home, if it was because he's a persecutor or a friend, he wanted to know her feelings. If she was hesitant because he's a persecutor, it means she cares for him, and tried to protect him from Hyun-woo, who is a persecutor. But if it was because he's her friend, it means she's interested in Hyun-woo, and doesn't want him to misunderstand the situation. However, I think Eun-Ha just isn't ready yet for Hyun-woo to find out she's his childhood friend. Meanwhile, Ji-Hwan spends the night in the hospital with Eun-Ha. They can be seen having a little moment in the preview. This is bound to cause a commotion at home. Ji-Hwan can be seen fussing over Eun-Ha at home, after her discharge from the hospital. Eun-Ha has been sticking to her end of the bargain, educating Ji-Hwan's men. However, Jae-soo can be seen interrogating her about her night with Ji-Hwan at the hospital, instead of focusing on her class. LL Young wants to marry her off to Ji-Hwan. Man-soo and the others are already calling her sister-in-law, but Jae-soo seems to be strongly against the idea. Meanwhile, looks like the next episode will be a tough one for Ji-Hwan. Despite LL Young's warning that they should report Young-hee to the police for abducting Tae, he goes to rescue him alone. He can be seen being hit by one of Young-hee's men with a car, in the preview. This results in a police chase. Meanwhile, after Eun-Ha confides in Ji-Hwan about the childhood friend she's searching for, he asks her to stop looking for him, as some memories are best kept deep within our hearts. Eun-Ha can be seen emotionally calling and waiting for Ji-Hwan at the end of the preview. What is your take on the drama so far? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you liked this content, give it a like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell for all things wonderfully K-drama. Thanks for watching, bye.